Hey there, good to see you again. Now, this video is all about why you shouldn't go out and buy that $300, $400, $500, $1,000, $2,000 lens. Okay, I probably still will go out and buy that lens because I can't help myself, but there's no real need to, and stick around, I'll show you why. Hey there, welcome back. Now, everybody loves getting good lenses. I've got a whole shelf of them, as you can see here. Plenty and plenty of things for me to choose on. I just really like having that choice, but I don't want to be going and spending more money than is sensible for things that I'm only going to be using occasionally. Every now and then I'm quite happy to go out and spend quite a packet of money on something that I'm going to use a lot, like this 1835 that I've got here that I'm using. And this lens here, which is one of my favorites, I take this out everywhere with me. That there was a few $100s. That was definitely worth the money. That's the Sony Zeiss 35mm f2. It's a beautiful little lightweight pancakey lens. It'll go on the A7S and take absolutely brilliant photos all the time wherever I take it. It's something that's just a great go-to when you're vlogging and all that sort of thing. But you don't need to be going out and spending that money to be able to get a great lens, and here's why. Now have a look here. Here's the lens that I'm looking at getting. It's something that's quite cheap. It fills in a focal range and an f-stop range that I don't have with something else. Now it's a mount that isn't very common, and that's okay because adapters you can buy online cheap as chips from just about anywhere. So yeah, this lens I really like the look of, and I think I'm going to grab this one. It's pretty much at the top of the price range of things that I'm keen on getting, but that's okay because yeah, I can get the adapter, and it's not a lot of money all up for something that could earn me a few $100s or a few $1,000s in photography take later on. So if you look around on trade sites and camera sites, and even the Facebook marketplace is becoming a really brilliant place all around the world for photographers to find really cool resources and cheap add-ons and bits and pieces that can just give you another option when you want to shoot something. Grab them, play with them, and go and have some fun and experiment. Every time you do this, you're going to learn more about your camera and more about what you can do with it. Here's another example. This one here that I got, that I've just been out taking some photos with. Now this is a bit of a strange lens. I think it's a Russian brand, Zenit. It's a 58mm, which is a little unusual, and f2. It's an M42 thread. So what I did is I bought that lens, and I just got an M42 to Sony E-mount adapter. So there you go. I just put the adapter on the lens there. It goes straight onto the A7S body without a hassle, and I've just been outside and taken a few snaps with it, and yeah, here's what I got. So as you can see from these photos, this lens takes absolutely beautiful crisp images. Okay, one of the interesting things inside this lens is the 6 blades on the iris, which gives it quite a unique blur or bokeh look, whatever you want to call that. Basically it blurs out the background in a rather interesting way compared to a lot of other cameras, and what that means is that your photos are going to stand out a little bit when you compare yours to photos taken with a more standard, more industry lens that sort of blurs in a more predictable kind of way. So yeah, all up that cost me about $25. I think I got the lens for $15 and it was $10 for the adapter ring. I got the adapter ring off AliExpress. I'll put a link to where I get my adapters from down below, and I'll try and find a couple of links to that lens online and some more information about it. I don't need to go into the technical blurbs. You can read that anywhere you like, and enough people do that all the time. Okay, here's one more lens I got recently. This is a Takuma f4 200mm prime. once again, it's this one's an EOS thread at the bottom, and I've got an EOS to NEX adapter on it. Once again, easy to put onto the A7 and get some rather clean photos out of it. So 200mm prime at f4 is pretty damn fast for that kind of length, and that one there I picked up for, I think it was $30 online somewhere. It's just absolutely worth keeping an eye out for this sort of bargain. Anyway, I'm going to be keeping an eye on more of these as well. I'm just going to pop outside now, get some photos taken with this one while I've still got a wee bit of light. It started raining, so I might be able to get some decent puddle and splash effects. Let's go and have a look at that. So here are the photos I got with the 200mm. As you can see, they're quite neat actually. I really like these. Especially for a $30 lens, you really can't argue with it too much, can you? Yeah, the colour out of it's fine. It is pretty dull and not a lot of natural light left at the moment. So 7:15 in the evening. So bit past that golden hour and heading into end of day, as well as being cloudy and raining. So yeah, I think this is a damn good lens as well, and certainly worth the $30 I paid for it. So yeah, that's the photos I managed to get with my 58mm Zenit and my 200mm Takuma. I think the photos that came out of them were pretty good, and for my total of about $55–60 New Zealand, I don't think you can really complain about that at all. I'm going to go back online now and find some more things to get, have a hunt around. Every day or two I just sort of search on the Facebook marketplaces and eBay and Amazon and that sort of thing to see what I can find pop up, because you never know what's going to turn up where. Anyway, I hope this has been useful to you. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, click the like button and the notify bell, all of that sort of thing. You know the ritual. I hope you have a good evening. I'm going to go out now and see if I can get a few more photos, and then I'm going to look online and find some more lenses. See you later.